Hello everyone! Welcome back to another photocard storing video. I feel like it hasn't been that long, but a lot has accumulated, to say the least. I think I have something for like everyone I collect except Taeyeon, because their new album hasn't arrived to me yet. But I have quite a lot, even for the new collections that I've added. I've been doing an extreme amount of trading, like a lot of trading lately. There's a lot to do, so I'll go ahead and get started. There will be timestamps for all the different artists in case you want to skip around. So on that note, let's get into it. For no reason at all, I'll start with 17. I have a little stack for 17, mostly Sector 17 stuff. I do have one thing to put in this, which is the non-album binder, even though this is technically an album card. So if you didn't watch my previous video, I decided to stop collecting 17 Japanese cards and Weverse album cards. They're just so expensive and I didn't even like them that much anyway, so it kind of felt pointless. I don't know. So I got rid of all of those except for this one Weverse card. I liked the styling and the hair from Darling so much. So I just really wanted, these are like the only cards that have this styling. So I just really had to keep this one. God, I haven't filmed my last couple videos in this room and I wanted to film in here because the lighting is better, but I forgot how loud the street noise is. I have to take so many pauses. Anyway, where I'm gonna store this, the way that this has roughly been organized is that I've got like these special pages in the front. Then there's like concert-ish related cards, Season's Greetings, HMV, Weverse Pobs, and then photo book cards. So we've got 13 tapes, and then the social club cards. Oh, and this, I forget what this photo book was, but this other photo book. I don't want to start with the photo book cards. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Because I could just add another page and stick this like it. Yes, cat. I could just add another page and stick this, I don't know, somewhere in here. But honestly, for a while, I've been considering getting rid of this unit card. I don't know why. This going 17 unit. It just feels out of place to me. And I don't feel strongly about it. And this page would be like cohesively like another Woozy page if I did this. So we've got like a DVD card, an album card, and then into the concert cards. I have so much Woozy stuff, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, I think I'll do that. I think I will downsize this card and store this here. I just had to shut my cat out of the room because she's being such a nuisance. Why do we have pets? Anyway, this is the second 17 album binder, so it starts at Face the Sun. So I do have some Face the Sun album cards. I'm confused. Oh wait, that's episode 2. Okay, never mind. So nothing on this page. Oh yes! Oh my god, okay, I thought I double traded again. Originally, I definitely like double traded this card. I thought that I was getting this card, which is basically the same. Fight me, Hoshi, but whatever. But this time I actually really did trade for the right card. Trading for Face the Sun. I'm surprised it hasn't come to a standstill. I have gotten a couple Hoshi trades lately, but it's like very slow. Like some of these cards, like this one, I mean, no one's ever gonna trade this. It's like way too cute. So I just need to bite the bullet and like buy this one. And there's a couple that I just probably need to give up and purchase. But I still have a few. So I was able to trade for this Hoshi as well. It is satisfying waiting for trades, I will say that. I mean, the waiting part is not satisfying, but finally getting a trade and being able to complete it slowly is like really satisfying. Okay. None of these. I remember this trade. I don't remember what this is coming from. That worries me. I wonder if it's not actually on the way. That's troublesome. Oh no. Let me double check. Oh wait, I do. I have this one already actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm worried about this one. I don't know where it's coming from. And this is another one of those ones that's like stupid cute and just like won't appear ever, I'm sure. The last Seungkwan card for this version. I'm surprised that this version has been like the hardest to find the cards for, I feel like, because it's by far my least favorite version. Maybe it's just a coincidence, or like not related to the versions. I don't know, but I find that really interesting. Then, oh, this is exciting. Okay, I'm completing the carrot version cards. Let's go. I have the last Woozy. Very cute. And I think I was able to trade for all of these. I didn't purchase any of them, so, except for the albums I purchased, I mean, so. Very satisfying, I love that. And let's skip all the carrot version photo book cards and get to Sector 17. I think I have a lot of Sector 17, actually. Let me see. Okay. These are the target cards, right? Yes, okay. So I have Woozy and Seungkwan's target version cards. This styling is so cute. I'm such a huge fan of it. And I think I have other Kino cards. Oh, thank God. Cat hair. Thank God. I'm honestly, on the subject of Kinos, I'm honestly considering never buying another Kino again. Because, well, first of all, the cards are hard to trade for because there's less supply of them in general. I bought 2 Kinos this time, so already I was like, I'm not even gonna try to trade 3. I know I won't find those trades. So I'll just buy 2 and then trade those 2 and then buy the 3rd one. So I was already planning on that. But I could even only find 1 trade. I was able to trade for Woozy. I think S-Coops is who I pulled that I was able to trade. And then could not find a trade for the Dino card I pulled. And another disadvantage of Kinos is that they're impossible to sell. So like with normal album photo cards, you know, if you are collecting multiple members, you can buy multiple copies of the same album and then sell, like take out the photo cards and then sell the extra album, because there are people who only collect albums and don't care about photo cards, and they're like looking to buy albums at a reduced price without the photo cards because they wouldn't use them in the first place, and they're getting the album cheaper, so it's like a benefit for them as well. No one collects Kinos, or like some people do, but like most people don't care about Kinos, and I don't either, and I hate them. I hate like platform specific stuff like Weaver's albums. I hate that as well. I think it's such a consumer unfriendly ecosystem to like put music out into, to a place where you have to have a specific app for these certain artists, like Tidal, that kind of thing. I don't know, I'm ranting at this point, whatever. No one asked for that. My point about that is, I think I'm just gonna give up on buying Kinos, period. And if 17 has Kinos going forward in the future, I hope they don't. I hope they just drop it. Because since I've collected Kinos in the past, I feel obligated to continue collecting them, whereas Weaver's albums, I'm kind of like, well, I've never collected them, or not seriously collected them, so it's easy to like just ignore it. Yeah, I don't know. I hope 17 drops it and just as Weaver's, and then I don't have to collect Weaver's. That's what I'm hoping. But for now, I'm glad that I have finished so far. Okay, and then the actual Sector 17 cards. I have traded for all these except one. This one, Hoshi New Heights one, is the only one that I have left. They're not all here, but they all are, oh, maybe they're almost all here. All right, pretty good. I do have Hoshi's compact version and his other compact version, and then this is the regular. I know where this is coming from because I literally just set up a trade for this. I don't remember where this is coming from, which is so sad. I recently started like tracking my pending trades and sales in like a spreadsheet, which I should have been doing all along. I should have been doing that ages ago, but I finally started doing it, especially because I've been trading a lot lately. And it's so helpful to be like, where is this coming from? And go look at my spreadsheet. But there's still like lingering items that are marked off that are from the before spreadsheet times. And that concerns me because I don't know if it's like coming from like another country, so it's taking a long time, or if it's like literally lost in the mail or something like that. And there's Instagram DMs. I mean, there's no way to find it. It's gone forever, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I hope it's on the way. But great progress. Nearly done with Sector 17. Honestly, I'm closer to being done with Sector 17 than I am with Face the Sun. So no complaints there. Okay, let's zoom in and switch to some A5 binders for a little bit. We'll do Seulgi first because I have the least for her and because it's pretty exciting. Two exciting things. One, I got the last Seulgi card that I need. I had purchased this originally and I think it might have been in that package that I lost. I can't really remember. In any case, I had it and then I didn't have it. But now I have her last Summer Magic card, which completes my Seulgi collection as of today. But this week, her solo album comes out. So let me just flip through what I have currently to show you, and then I'll show you how I've set up for her solo album, which I'm outrageously excited for. For her new album, can I just say that all the like teasers that we've seen so far are so perfect for her. Like going for this darker vibe, I think is so suited to her. And all those sort of like, I don't know, artsy, for lack of a better word, influences that are coming into it, including having like some of the photo cards have her own illustrations on the back. I think that is amazing and so suited to her personality. I literally couldn't have asked for a better concept for her first solo album. So yeah, to say I'm excited about it would be an understatement. I literally can't wait. I just hope the music like lives up to the concept as well. The first one is the case version, which is sort of like I don't know what to call it, like an elaborate jewel case. It's that same kind of plastic, but it's much thicker. Like the Aespa has one, Wendy had one for like water, Joy had one for hello, I believe. Of course, Seulgi's gonna get one as well. So there's one version of that album and 3 photo cards. Then the photo book version, which is quite a bit larger in size, and again, there's one version of that and 3 photo cards. Then there's the special version, which I'm honestly so excited for. I'm by far most excited for that version. They look like books and form like a cool image on the spine when you put them together. And I think they're like 300 pages. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but I could swear they had like a lot of pages, which makes me even more excited for them. I hope they have different photo books. I might have to look at the packaging preview more closely, because all of a sudden I got a bad feeling that they won't have different photo books, especially considering their past track record with like Red Velvet's Queendom. Like 2 of the versions have the same photo book, which is so annoying. And how would they come up with 900 pages of material? I don't trust SM to do that. I'm still excited for it, but I'll be disappointed. I'll say that. But in any case, for the special version, there are 3 like regular photo cards that you get, 1 random, and then I think the art version ones I don't know why these were called like these were even called like special photo cards, and these were just like the regular ones for the special version. Look, I don't know. In any case, there are 6 photo cards for the special version. So in total, I did order 3 of the case version, 3 of the photo book version, and then 1 of each of the 3 special versions, because that's enough to complete the photo cards. With trading, of course. But yeah, that should be it for Seulgi. I can't wait. I haven't been doing unboxings lately. I haven't really felt like it, but I will 1000% do one for her solo album. So yeah, look out for that. Okay, now let's do Aespa. So if you didn't see my last video, I did decide to start collecting Karina. I don't know what happened. I was watching too many of their videos on YouTube. She got to me. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, I have a surprising number of cards of her. I have like a decent little stack. I was able to find a set on Mercari that was pretty good. It was like a good price for the cards that were in it. And then I also did like several trades. I have like several on the way. I have most of her cards on the way, honestly, and most of it is from trades. Here's the bad part. I don't remember which is for Savage. I have all of these, but I don't remember which is Quest and which is Sync. I might just put it this way because I think I prefer it in this order. I don't remember if that's the correct order, but You know what? It doesn't really matter, does it? First page done. That was so painless. I think, well, I don't know. I've heard she's really hard to trade for, but to be honest, I haven't had that hard of a time with it. I've traded like 4 of her cards. But maybe it's because I'm not trading like other Aespa cards. I'm just trading like other things I need. I've been like trading for like other groups for her cards. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. I'm not sure. Okay, then the POS ones. Is that what this is? Oh yeah, it says Savage, so it must be. And then the SMCU cards, I have the group version one. Of course I don't have this. I will certainly have to buy this. It's just expensive, so I'm not ready. I'll work up the courage later, maybe after Christmas, you know, I'll think about buying it because, you know, Christmas spending and all that. But I did get the ID already, which is good to have that over with. I kind of rearranged this recently. If you saw my last setup, I originally wasn't going to collect both the Target cards because one of them is like almost identical to one of the regular girls cards. Like it's literally exactly the same, except in one of them she's smiling and one of them she's smiling slightly less. Like they're so identical. So I wasn't gonna trade for them. But then I was doing a trade with someone and they said that they had this card. And when they showed the video, I was like, that's not the album card, that's the Target card. Which again, I don't blame them for, I don't think they were intentionally misleading me. I'm sure they got them mixed up because who wouldn't? They're almost exactly the same. But at that point, I was like, why not just trade for it anyway? I was like having issues coming, that was a sneak peek, don't worry about what's back there. I was having issues coming up with a layout that made sense for these cards anyway, like that didn't have one extra card hanging out. And it would be solved if I got the other Target card. So I was like, whatever, I guess I'll get the other Target card. So, and I found a trade for this one, for the really hard to find like blue one. I'll put a picture on the screen, but I did not, I thought I was gonna have to buy that because nobody seems to have it. No one wants to sell it or trade it. But I found a trade, which is unbelievable. Anyway, all that nonsense to say, I changed the layout of this since the last video. This spot is for this season's greetings card, which I wouldn't have planned on collecting. I have no intentions to collect Aespa non-album cards, 0 intentions. But this was in that set of album cards that I got. It was like there were like 2 non-album cards in it. The other one was a Cleo card, which I already traded, but this one is so pretty. So I decided to keep it. Also, I don't know if this is visible at all on camera, but I got these hollow sleeves that are like bubbles. There's too much natural light in this room. Hollow sleeves show up best in like artificial light. You can't really see them in natural light, but in another video, you'll probably be able to see better that I got some like bubble looking hollow sleeves that I decided to put her in. As we all already know, I'm addicted to hollow sleeves. So yeah, that fills out the layout quite nicely. In such a way that I don't have to give one of these slots to the ID card, which I don't want to do because I don't like ID cards. I wouldn't have got this, honestly, if it didn't come with the set. I just like wouldn't have bothered probably. And then, unbelievably, I have this card. This is another card that people like don't want to trade or sell for a non-ludicrous price. What I will say is that something that annoyed me, this did not, the listing that I got it from, it was definitely like cheaper than normal for this card, but I didn't really think about it because the photos looked fine. But there is a crease in the corner. It's not as visible from the front, but from the back, like you can see that, right? It's like very much visible on that corner crease. It's like wrinkled even. So that's really annoying. I might get a new one of these one day because that does kind of bother me a lot. That's like enough of a crease. I don't mind like card imprints most of the time. Most of the time, I will say. I have a story about that in a second. But yeah, I don't typically mind them. But that's a bit too much damage for me. And I'm bothered that they weren't the seller wasn't like upfront about it. So yeah, I'll just keep my eye out for one of these that's like a decent enough price. and possibly quietly replace that at some point. On the topic of like undisclosed card imprints, for the record, I've never had a problem with like trading and like selling on Instagram because there are so many safeguards in place, like the whole practice of like showing the video and stuff like that. It reveals flaws, right? But for NCT's newest release, at the time that it came out, I think I had COVID still, so I wasn't gonna go to Target myself, obviously I was sick. So I bought I bought some of his cards like outright from like an eBay seller, from Great Music CD on eBay. Like before the album even came out, I secured them. And like the Korea cards as well. But the Target card, since I couldn't go myself, I was like, well, it's gonna be sold out by the time I'm better. I'll just buy it from someone on Mercari. And I did receive it recently, but it has such a giant card imprint on it. It's like all across the front. It's not even like a slight line. It's like a full like corner visible. It's over the line of what I think is like acceptable. So I'm gonna try and find a new one because I can't deal with that. It's just a bit much for me, especially for a collection as high priority as Haechan, who's like my male ult, you know? I don't want cards that have a lot of damage on them, you know? Not for that collection. So yeah, that's why I don't have anything to store for him this time. I'll figure out what to do with that later. Anyway, now I can reveal what I accidentally showed a second ago. So I did that video recently that was like, oh, I'm adding new collections, blah, blah. And then literally like the day after I filmed that, I impulsively added another collection. Look, I'm very impulsive. I just add things and then I just get rid of them overnight. It's just like that sometimes. So, first of all, I appreciate this cute divider I got. Cute hollow stars, I like it. So, I saw that Sserafim came out with like this little pre-debut documentary, and I heard a lot of stuff about it, and honestly, mainly I watched it because I was curious to see how they could edit out Garam. So I was watching it not even out of interest. I liked a couple of their first songs. I liked Blue Flame. I thought Fearless was okay, but I like Blue Flame a lot. But I watched it honestly from like curiosity from an editing perspective, because I know that they had like a pre-debut reality show that they completely had to scrap because they couldn't cut her out of it. And regardless of your thoughts on her being cut from the group, I think it's objectively interesting, you know, that they would release a documentary of all this pre-debut footage in such a way where they had to like completely edit out a person that was there and present for all that footage. Like, isn't that spooky? Isn't that kind of scary to think about? Like, every single scene that you're watching in that documentary, there's another person there that's just edited out. I don't know, I found that very like, I don't know, kind of spooky and weird. And I wanted to see how well the editors pulled it off, especially with like dance scenes. Like, that's very difficult. So I was curious about it. So I decided to watch it, and they done got me. They sucked me in. And I know that's why companies release these kind of documentaries, because it gets you sucked in to the group. But it worked. I knew they were doing it, and it still worked on me. To be fair, I have always liked Chaewon. Back in IZ*ONE days, she was like one of my favorite members. Her and Chaeyeon were like my favorite members. People who have been watching me for a long time, like a very long time, would know that I used to have a couple cards of hers just because I liked them and I liked her, and I never really wanted to collect IZ*ONE's cards fully, even though I did really like their music. But I did keep those cards around for a long time just because I liked her and I liked the cards. So I knew from the get-go that I would want to, if I was going to collect someone from the Sserafim, I wanted to collect her, like, very badly, especially since I never got to collect her for IZ*ONE. But Kazuha got me good in this documentary. I love that she's like a dancer. I don't know, I think her personality really got me. I found her really charming and really endearing, especially like with her whole struggle to adapt. I mean, didn't she show up like last out of all of them? She's got that language barrier, and her dance background is a lot different from the kind of dance that K-pop groups do. And I don't know, it was really, I don't know, watching her like try to overcome that and like try to adapt quickly, very quickly, to this like whole new environment and situation. It got me, she got me. So I decided to collect both Chaewon and Kazuha. Yes, 2 members. I don't know what to say. I have a problem. I've already got all their Fearless cards on the way. So let's get that out of the way. They're already all secured. And then I've like vaguely set up for their new comeback, Anti-Fragile. It's very vague. I just got their names because at the time that I'm filming this, the packaging preview that came out doesn't even have like version names on it, so I have no idea what these cards are gonna be called or look like, but these are the 3 photo book version ones. And then I've kept this empty space here because for I think it's like a jewel case or a digipack, I honestly don't even know, but there's 4 cards per member for that one, right? 1 per version. So I want to lay it out 2 and 2, obviously, but then that leaves me with what to do with these. And the thing is that the smaller version, jewel case, digipack, whatever it is, it does have unit cards. And I wonder if the way the unit cards work out, there might be, like Chaewon and Kazuha might be split up among the unit cards so that I could get 2 to fill this spot. Or depending on how the units, because there's 5 members and I think there's 5 unit cards, so I don't know how they're going to split up the units. Like maybe some will have 3 members. Maybe I could even get cards that would cover all the members. So this is just sort of vaguely empty with the intention that it will be unit cards to make this layout make sense. But that is the plan for them. So yeah, I did add yet another girl group. I have nothing to say for myself. But that's all for this binder. Okay, for the first time, I get to store Baekhyun cards. If you didn't see my last video, I decided to collect Baekhyun, all of his stuff, all the groups, subgroups, solo cards, Japanese cards. I don't know if we'll see how the Japanese cards stay in the collection. I might drop those. Super M, that's in there. But for now, that is my plan. And I have a surprising amount. These are all trades, literally all trades. I did not buy a single card. What I have found is that his solo albums are incredibly easy to trade for, which I guess makes sense because in the context of like EXO the group, if you buy an album, you're getting one of like several cards. Whereas if you buy a Baekhyun album, you're getting a card of him, you know? So it seems like the supply would be higher, right? That makes sense. And I bought albums. I did manage to find some reasonably priced sealed albums. Yeah, I know. So I got all his solo albums. So I have photocard pulls from that as well. So I guess I did buy some cards technically. Some of these are pulls, some of them are trades. Anyway, all I have to say, I have a lot of cards. So these are the day cards, these are the night cards. Okay, oh, I think I have this whole first page with me. There's one person in particular that I've traded like 1 million Baekhyun cards with. I think I have like 8 on the way as well from them. They collect like Hoshi's Japanese cards, and I had like 1 million of them to get rid of. So yeah, we made some very good trades. So that's a big part of why I have so many Baekhyun cards. I don't know why I called those dark and light because they both look pretty dark to me. So I don't know what my intention was there. Side note, I don't know why I'm bothering to show this because you probably can't see it in this lighting, but no, it's literally impossible. I have him in some new hollow sleeves that are different from ones I had previously, but again, I'll have to show them again when I film another one of these videos in artificial lighting because in natural light, they're just invisible. Okay, so City Lights is done except for the Kinos. Of course I don't have the Kinos. That's really exciting. That was very painless, really easy. Then these are the Delight Kinos. Of course, I don't have any of those either. I shut my cat out of the bedroom and she's like crying outside, wanting to be let in and terrorize me. So I have quite a few Delight cards as well. I have this honey version one, this red one. I don't like these ones with the messed up lipstick. It really like bothers the part of my brain that like wants things to be neat and tidy. The absolute nerve of me to say that, considering like the state that my bedroom is in half the time, but I still aesthetically like things that are neat and tidy. And the fact that that lipstick is smudged drives me absolutely crazy. Okay. This must be mint blue, I'm gonna guess. I think I double traded for this one, I'm not gonna lie. I think I have another one on the way. Or maybe I traded for it and then pulled it after. I can't remember, but I think I definitely have 2 of these. And then the chemistry version, I have the one with the flowers. I feel like I heard that this one is hard to get. This one with the stickers. Am I wrong? I don't know. Let's see. Then I think we're on to Bombi. I have quite a lot of these actually. I think I've traded for like almost all of these. I've done like a really good job with this. Okay, but I don't, uh-oh, photo book red, jewel case red. Oh no, I don't remember. How do I remember which are the photo book and which are the jewel case? Oh no, this is so problematic. Okay, hold on. Let me, I don't have either of the dolphin ones. I have all three of the other ones on the way. No. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna put the clip cards in first because I have all four of those, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll worry about the other ones. So let's do the clip cards. 2 pink, 2 purple. Balloons. Okay, at least all the air clip cards are done. I didn't even know the backs would line up like that, so it's good I put them in that order. And now I have to figure out what to do with this. I'm trying to like logic this out. Since these are purple and the jewel case AR clip cards are purple, then these are probably jewel case cards, right? I'm gonna, oh no, but I put them like this and they're both purple. Maybe they're all purple. I'm just gonna put these here. Look, you know what? Rest assured, I know that I'm putting these in wrong, almost certainly. And right after this video, once I can like get in my phone and like look at the templates that I have, I will fix this problem. Although I kind of think I'm doing it right because these are the colors of the photo book albums, aren't they? One of them's yellow, one of them's green. I kind of think I'm doing it right. I don't know. I'm sure this is like so frustrating to watch as a viewer because certainly in the captions, I've explained whether I was correct or not. And you still gotta listen to me ramble about not knowing if I'm doing this right. Okay, but look, I've got most of his Bombi cards, so I'm missing both of the dolphin cards. This one is on the way, or this one, who knows. And then I have all the AR clip cards. That was very, very easy. And then I have 2 more cards that I've traded for. I've already realized that his EXO group cards are by far gonna be the hardest. Yeah, they're gonna be problematic. So we'll just skip all of those. Yeah, definitely I don't have any of those yet. Oh wait, I think I have one of them. Here's the tip, never listen to anything I say. Never listen to anything I say. I have this card, which I think is his overdose card, right? So I have one of his group cards. That's exciting. At least I've done something there. And then I have one of his Super M cards. I believe this is the USA one. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the USA one. Oh wait. But I've put this Super M USA white and Super M USA black. But when I wrote white and black, was I referring to the back of the card? Or was I referring to his outfit? Oh no, what, no. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna assume I did that right. I'll check after this, whatever. But I think that's it for Baekhyun. Yeah, I definitely don't have any Japanese cards on the way. But insane progress on his solo cards already. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, I almost forgot. I do have some large inclusions for Baekhyun. I'm not really planning to collect any large inclusions, but these 2 Delight postcards that I pulled, I don't know if you can tell it all on camera in this lighting, but they're hollow. They're so hollow. And I just think they're so nice because they're so hollow. So I decided to keep them. I'll put this one in the front because I like it the best. And who knows if I keep these long term. I don't know. You never know. You never know with me. Look, I always say with my collections, don't be surprised if something just disappears overnight. Or if I get sick of them, I might just put them back in the album. Not sell them, but just keep them in the album instead of my binder. But for now, thought they'd be nice to have in here. That means that's it for Baekhyun. Okay, on to some big binders. So, I'm catching up with Taeyeon today. Although, look, whenever I say catching up with Taeyeon, I'm always not including this white border card. Look, it's the exception. Like, will I ever find it? Who knows? Forget it. Last time we talked, I decided to collect more of their like group and unit cards basically for her. I don't know why. I think I was just really wanting to collect more for her and was like trying to come up with an excuse to find more things to collect. So, if you're not aware, O for SNSD had about 1 million group cards. Like, hello? 6 full group cards? Insane. And I think I have all of them. I hope I didn't double buy, although it would be pretty easy because these look really similar. No, these 3 are different, and these 3 are different. Okay, we're fine. I think I will put them like this, although it doesn't really matter. Honestly, already zoomed out at this level, can you even tell that they're different? Like, probably not. The difference is very subtle. They literally, you know that feature on phones where you can like take like a burst of like 10 photos in like one click, and they're all like a millisecond apart? That's like what they did for these. There's almost no difference. But in any case, I have them, and now I have a full page, well, look, almost a full page of O cards, which is kind of fun as well because historically, weren't these like the second ever photo cards? Wasn't it? I think it was TVXQ that had the first. I might be remembering that wrong, but I think SNSD was like the second set of photo cards that K-pop albums ever had. So it's an interesting relic of a particular time, you know? I don't know, I find it interesting. Then, what is this? Do I have this on the way? I feel like I did have it, oh no. I'll have to come back to that. I don't know what that is. I thought I had these on the way as well. Oh no. Concern. Because I feel like I would have, normally I would put like a little box to check off whether I had them or not. And the only reason that I wouldn't do that is if I already had it on the way when I made these layouts. No, unless I misplaced them, I don't have these, so that's kind of concerning. Yeah, and here's the Mr. Mister stickers. No, or maybe this is one, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna stop talking to myself and I'll figure out what I did later. Let me just tell you what I do have on hand. I have the Holler group card, so the whole subunit. I actually had this a long time ago. I bought it when I bought the album, I think. It came with the album. But I was like, oh, I don't collect unit cards. I won't keep it. I'll sell it. And then, of course, I ended up wanting it later, so I had to buy it again. Whatever. But now I have it, so we're all good. I think that puts me caught up with Photocards. Again, besides the dreaded O limited card, I am caught up with Photocards because... Let's flip through. SMCU, INVU, and all the postcards, and all the folded posters. I forgot I collected those too. Then we have the stuff. What is this? Oh, this must be for the folded poster. All the stuff for Forever One. Odd that I didn't put in fillers, although now that I'm saying that, I remember that when I put this group card in originally, it was in the middle of a photocard storing video and I was feeling very lazy. I did get both of her cards. I was able to trade for both of these actually, which was really exciting. And let me just go ahead and put fillers in before I put in the large inclusions. All right. There's that. I think it's such a shame to have so few cards on a page, but unfortunately I'm extremely committed to the chronological layout lifestyle, so yeah, it's gonna have to be this way. Why is there so much cat hair today? I feel like there's so much more than normal. Whatever. Now the large inclusions. Uh-oh, I found a stash of large inclusions. I have another Baekhyun postcard. I'll store this off camera. But for Taeyeon, for Forever One, there are 3 items. There's this little invitation card, I think it was called. Or maybe this was the invitation card. Bro, I don't know. I can't remember what goofy names they give these to like justify their inclusion, but this is the ticket. Yeah, okay, it says ticket on the back. This is the ticket. And then there's a postcard. I wonder, this seems too large to like fit in a 3 pocket. Okay, we have a problem. I typically refuse to store items that are like not fully in a pocket. I know a lot of people do that. They'll like put something in a 9 pocket that's like this big. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think it's very protective. I don't like it. However, there's 3 items. And this one doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. And it's so awkward as well because it's like if I got a 2 pocket, then there'd be an extra pocket. And this item is so small. This one is so small. It feels so weird to put it in a 2 pocket. Like, it's just not okay. It's too small. It really hurts, but I think for now I'm gonna keep this in a 3 pocket. I hate that. It makes me really sad. It just doesn't feel right. But I don't know what else to do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'll have to leave it like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with something better. Or if you have an idea, please let me know. But I also have her folded poster. So like usual with her folded posters, I'm gonna fold it the opposite direction. And then store it in a 1 pocket, like so. I love this styling for this poster and also for this photo card. I think it's really pretty. I love these colors. But yeah, that's it for Taeyeon. Okay, I said in the beginning there would be no headshot in this video, and that was incorrect apparently because my doorbell just rang and it's my 2 baddie stuff. So I can store what I have so far for 2 baddies. I wish that I had had time to listen to the entire album. I'll talk about this more probably when I store like Itzy and Twice, about like what's been going on in my life this past month. But I've been like insanely busy, like completely nonstop doing stuff since this entire past month. Insanely busy for me. Yeah, I haven't had time to listen to any of the music I've wanted to listen to. Specifically this full album, 2 baddies, and also all the EXO recommendations that people gave me. I literally put them all into a spreadsheet and like tallied up like what got the most recommendations, like which songs were recommended the most times, which albums were recommended the most times. That way I can prioritize like my listening through EXO B-sides. So thank you so much to every single person that commented. In my next storing video, I'm sure I'll talk about what my favorites were from all those recommendations. But I haven't had time to listen to them yet, so I'm not ready yet. But next time I will talk about it. But let's see, I have the template up in front of me because I can't remember what any of these are. So I ordered from Great Music CD on eBay, which means I got the Korea exclusive photo cards. So if you're not aware, like for 2 baddies this time, which I'm not a fan of this, but whatever. This time there's exclusive photo cards per market. So there are exclusive photo cards for Korea, Japan, and like international. So like everywhere else. Oh my gosh, cat. And for each market, there's one for the, oh no, did I do this wrong? Oh no, I did it right. For each market, there's one for the photo book and one for the digipack. So there's 6 exclusive photo cards total, plus 1, the one being the Target exclusive. So 7. And you know what? They're not even different photo shoots. They're all the same outfits. So I'm against this. I don't like it. And I don't like SM getting in on this game as well because historically SM, as frustrating as they are in other aspects, they've always been the type to have like 1 photo card version per album version and never do more than that. And if you're a person that only, and we're not even going to talk about what SM does with merch photo cards because that's that's something else. But when it comes to album photo cards, you know, they've always been pretty decent and like something that they've always been like, I don't know, of the people that I collect, and I collect a lot of SM groups are the easiest. not in terms of prices, but in terms of like trading, because there are less photo cards overall, if I'm making any sense here. And now they're doing all this stuff with all these exclusive market specific cards. I don't know, I don't like it. I wish they wouldn't, but whatever, they've done it, so here I am. This is marked off, but as I talked about earlier, the one I got had a big imprint on it that was not disclosed in the listing, so I'm not going to store it. I'm not happy with it. But let's see, this is the regular digipack card. I like this one. This might be of all the Two Baddies cards, this might be my favorite. Oh, I was talking about this earlier, and then I got distracted by the photo card situation. I haven't had time to listen to the entire Two Baddies album. I've heard really, really good things about the B-sides, which are really promising to me. So I hope that the B-sides will be amazing. If I've listened before I edit, then I'll include a comment about it. But I hope that the B-sides are really good. The title track, like I said, these are the Korea cards. The title track, not my thing. Not my thing at all. I really dislike it, actually. I don't want to pile on too much because I know people hate when you like say you don't like something or like talk about why you don't like it. But I'll just say briefly, like once for the record, I'm so sick of the chanting chorus that SM keeps giving NCT. There are so many amazing vocalists in NCT, and yet for some reason all their title tracks, they're like, what was I even saying before my cat interrupted? There are so many amazing vocalists in this group, and SM insists on giving them title tracks where they're just like doing like cheerleader style chanting and their choruses, and I'm so goddamn sick of it. I can't deal with it. And another thing is, Kat, I know you're upset too, but can you relax for a moment? But, and then like, look, rapping. I understand that like for an SM group, NCT's rapping is like better for an SM group, but that's like in the context of SM. That's not like in general. Like no shade. I mean a little bit of shade, but like if you're gonna say that NCT is stronger in one thing, they're definitely stronger in vocals than they are in rapping. So why does SM like insist on... My cat is so upset. Maybe she's an NCT fan and she's really mad at me. I don't know. What's your problem, girl? I'll get it out before my cat yells at me again. The flow in this song, I can only describe it as inscrutable. I don't even know what they were going for. Like, it was like really not good. And I say this with like all the love in my heart of like loving NCT and loving their music. And I'm sure the B-sides are gonna like blow me away based on what I've heard about them. But like, yo, you can't keep doing this, SM. Why are you giving them raps like this? I don't know, it's rough. It's really rough for me. It's definitely not worse than Sticker. I've heard people say that, like, oh, like, this makes Sticker seem good. I think they're being dramatic because this came out more recently. And like recency bias, you always want to think that whatever just came out is either the best thing that they've ever had or the worst thing that they've ever had. It's definitely not the worst. It's not even close. But I don't care for it. But I'm very excited to listen to the B-sides. And like I said, I'll put in a caption my favorite B-sides. Hopefully I'll have time to listen before I can edit this. But I'm excited to at least have some of these already. I'm so sad about the Target card. I was like really happy to secure it because I was kind of having trouble finding it on like Instagram. But I found it on Mercari US, which means people don't like, you just buy it, like people don't send videos beforehand. So I didn't get to inspect the quality. It's kind of burned me with respect to Mercari US, because this is the second card that I've purchased from Mercari US that has had damage that you could not see in the photo. And that never happens with Instagram because people have to send videos. And for whatever reason, for me, that has not happened with Mercari Japan either. I don't know why. Mercari Japan always looks like the photo, in my experience. Whatever, I'm like hella rambling. I still have not bought these Japanese cards or the US exclusive ones. I'll have to find these on Instagram because like I said, I'm like done with Mercari US. I don't want to deal with it anymore. But that's it for Haechan. This video is about to be so long. The clips I filmed are so long already. It's terrible. Okay, oh no, this is the wrong IU binder. Dang it. Okay, one second. Okay, we have to go into the first IU binder first. I don't have any My True cards today, unfortunately. Now that I'm getting down to like the last ones, like the last few that I need, last few, it's probably like 20, but compared to the total amount, it's the last few. They're a lot harder to come by, but I do have one on the way. It will be in my next Mercari package, but this is really exciting. I'm really excited for what I've got this time. And my next video will have some insane IU cards, like some like Holy Grail level IU cards. Like I tried out Bunjong, the Korean, like, it's just like Mercari, like a Korean secondhand online market. I got a few things on there for the first time ever. Some of her like special fan meeting cards and things like that that are really rare. So I'm really excited to do that. And also I'll do a video probably like showing the process of like ordering from a Korean proxy. Yeah, I'll probably show all that later. But for now, I don't have those cards yet. But what I do have, so a long time ago, I purchased this set of Elite School Uniforms tin case photo cards. And these days, I don't really ever purchase sets that are not complete because it's such a pain in the ass to like complete the set later. Ignore the cat. But at the time that I purchased this, I wasn't in that habit yet. So I purchased this set of photo cards, which technically is like, now it's funny that now she releases all these photo cards that are in like sets in a tin case, because in like the first couple years of her career, she did that with like a partnership with like a merch brand, but it wasn't like her official merch. That's probably interesting only to me. Anyway, enough preamble. The set I bought had 13 out of the 15 total, and this whole time I've just been like waiting to find the remaining 2. And at this point I would even just like buy a full set and then sell this incomplete set. That's how desperate I am to get these last 2 cards. But recently I saw someone on eBay selling a couple individual cards from this set, and one of the ones they were selling was this one, which is one I do not have yet, which is so exciting, which means I need one more of these and then I will finally have completed this gosh darn set. It does ruin my layout because I was kind of laying them out like with the same outfit together, and now there's 4 of these, so I'm gonna have to rearrange this to make it make sense. But I'll do that off camera. For now, I'm so happy to have another one of these. I'm one away from completing it. That is so exciting. Okay, now we're on to the last of the 5 IU binders. I feel like I have kind of a lot to store for this. Although, what I will say is I'm super unsure. I got these all in like a weird order, so I'm kind of unsure about the exact chronological timeline that these were released in. And I like to store all the stuff in my binder in like chronological order by release date. So forgive me for whatever order I put these in. I will go back and I'll do some research and come back and like totally rearrange this after I film, basically. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do for this right now. Let me just get everything out and lay it out, and then I'll think about it. 1 second. Okay, let me try and explain myself here. This is a whole mess. I'm probably just gonna put everything at the back. I'm not even gonna try to put it in the correct order. Okay, so for example, I have this CNP photo card, so one of her skincare partnership CF photo cards. It is the exact same photo as this one, which is from an earlier event with K-Town for You, but this one you'll notice has a totally different back, and it's different material as well. This one is like paper and this one is like PVC, like hard PVC, and this one came out later, I think. Maybe it came out around the same time, I'm not sure. So I'm not entirely sure how to store this. For now, I'm gonna put it on the back. I'm not gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna go back and see exactly when these partnerships happened and place them in their proper chronological order, because I'm really anal about that with my IU collection. But for now, I'm just gonna keep that there. Similarly, she's had a bunch of these partnerships with Bonolin Pizza, where they did these like PVC cards, And I think there were 3 rounds previously of like 4 cards each. I think I have all of them. They did one more card. And again, I'm not 100% off the top of my head on what date this was released. I'm gonna stick it here between the between the Pepsi cards. Pizza and soda, they go together, right? It's not gonna stay there permanently. I'll fix it later, I don't know. Okay, then we have her light stick stuff. Oh gosh. I did get some promo items for her movie Broker. So there's this set of like little film cards, right? I'm not gonna take this out of the plastic right now. I'm gonna leave it for now because I don't know how I'm gonna store this. And then there's this little mini poster sort of thing. Do these fit? No, they're too big. Wow, these are 1 pocket items. That's crazy. Well, whatever. I'm still gonna store them here for now. Because like I said, this whole situation is a mess. I'll fix it later. Whatever. Let's move on. I have more Broker stuff anyway. 2 more things for Broker. First, I have this action ticket, which is like a PVC card, like a QR code on the back. But you'll see why I do this later. But it fits in a 9 pocket, not a 9 pocket, a 3 pocket if I keep it with the card it came with. So I'm just gonna store it this way. Then I have a set of postcards, which is 8 postcards from the movie. There are 3 that have her in them. Let's see, these 2 are like group cards. They have multiple people in them is what I mean. They're not a group. So I will put these on the first page. Maybe I should put her card by herself here. I think there's another postcard set. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there's another postcard set, but I could be totally getting myself mixed up. And then all the other actors. And last we'll do the action ticket and the last 2 postcards. The last items I have I think are all Photocards. Oh no, there's a couple things that aren't Photocards. But let me show you this first. I'm not even gonna store these right now because I know that they're so far behind that like, I don't know where they're gonna go. So first I have this little set of things from her Chami Soul partnership. So it's like a little envelope. And then it came with 2 stickers. They're the same sticker, but 2 of them. I don't know when this is from at all. I know it's like not recent, I don't think, but I'll have to look up where this is from. When this is from, rather. Then I have this, it's actually a magnet from her Mexicana chicken partnership, which is to say it's quite old. I mean, you can tell from the photo that she looks very young. I'm not even sure if I'll store this in the binder because it does have this magnet on the back, and I don't want that to like damage anything because it's a little bit bulkier. I'll have to look up when it's from. I might store it in the binder, but I need to figure out like how it's gonna fit in the layout. But for now, I'm not gonna store it today. And then last, I have 2 of these postcards from her Justina jewelry partnership. I quite like the makeup in this one, the like sort of purple eyeshadow. Anyway, funny enough, I thought these were photo cards for a really long time, but it turns out they're like giant postcards. I didn't know that. There's definitely more of them, obviously, because they like are supposed to form like an image if you put them all together, I assume, on the back. So there's at least 4, I can only assume. But I have 2 of them. But again, I can't remember the exact date that these came out. I know it was like a year or 2 ago at least. So I will store these later. But now I can get to the stuff I can actually store right now. That's so weird. I normally use different 9 pocket pages in this binder, like ones that are the same size as all these other sleeves. And I could swear, because like you can see the Ultra Pro ones are shorter, I could swear I had like loads of them left, but I can't find any. I might have to order more. I don't know, maybe I'm out. Anyway, no big deal, I'll just replace these later. So the first thing to store here, I have my items from the 5th Gen Uena fan club, meaning I'm caught up and I have all her fan club items for all 5 generations. First we have my fan club ID. I've put sticky notes on the sleeve to cover up my name and ID number. Don't want any identity theft. Okay, then I think on either side, there's 4 photocards total. On either side, I will put the 2 lenticulars. Normally I'm not a fan of lenticulars, but these, she literally like recreated, I don't know if you saw my unboxing, she like recreated childhood photos, and I think that's such a good use of a lenticular because you can like see the difference as they grow up. I think that's so cute. I just love that. It makes me really like nostalgic feeling, you know? So I'll put these in the middle. And then I have the 2 selfie photo cards that came with the fan club kit. I love how the color of the ID matches so well with the color of the sleeves and this binder as well. I think that's so perfect. Okay, then in the fan club kit, last item, there are these 4 mini posters, one for each decade of her life, and then she has a little message on the back. I think these are amazing, just amazing. Theme-wise, it's like no question that this is my favorite fan club kit she's ever done. I don't know, maybe I just think that because I'm like finally getting to an age where I'm starting to feel nostalgic about certain things, like properly nostalgic. I don't even want to say nostalgic because I don't think that's the right term, because I feel like nostalgic is like what people use for like the TV shows that they liked when they were a kid. And I mean more like it's emotional looking at previous decades of your life and seeing how the person that you were became the person that you are. Does that make sense? Like, because it's hard to even say like how I changed, because the person that I was is so different than like how I am now. I don't know. It's just, I think I'm getting soft in my old age. I used to like never cry, and now I feel like I cry all the time. I don't know what's happening to me. But because of that, I really like this theme. I really like it. And I like that she's in her CEO era now. Good for you, AU. Last, ooh, this is exciting. So of course she had her concert recently, and I didn't get to go. I don't want to talk about it. But a friend and viewer of the channel, also hello if you're watching, did get to go to the concert in Korea, which I'm like so insanely jealous about. And afterwards he DM'd me and was like, I got some things for you that I thought you might want, so I'll send them to you. And I was like, you did not. Unbelievable. But what he got me was like literally the 2 merch items from the concert that I wanted the most. So I won't say your name in case you don't want me to, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough. I was like so bummed about this concert, and this like really cheered me up. But what he sent me was first the 10 case photocard set, similar to her merch releases recently. She had a 10 case photocard set released at this concert. And the way it is that there are 5 selfie photocards or 5 photocards, they're not really all selfies, and then 5 Polaroids. So I'm going to do what I usually do for the 10 case photocards, which is do like 5 on the front, 5 on the back. Okay, so there's the 5 selfie photo cards. I feel like the layout that they gave, or like the distribution of the types of cards, is like so perfect for this kind of layout. Oh wait, I didn't do it the way I meant to do it. 1 second. I'm so worried about the length of this video. I have 3 40-minute clips already. This is really problematic. I honestly might split this video into 2. We'll see. You'll find out by the end of this video. Let's do this one on the top. I don't love that because the back of the Polaroids is so plain. It seems kind of a bummer. Maybe I'll put like a sleeve behind the Polaroids because I don't really like the way that looks. I don't know, I'll think about it. But E5 selfies. I like the back of these. I love this peach color. Oh, let me show you. But the other merch item he got was the mini photo book. So it's like a little pamphlet photo book from the concert. I love the pink and blue, my like favorite color combination. Like, come on. I don't know. I love this. I'm really happy to have this. I like don't even want to open it because I'm afraid of like damaging it somehow. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this photo book, and thank you again to my friend for sending me this. Okay, we're gonna do it in one video. We can do this. It's time for Itzy. I have a decent amount of Itzy cards. I've made incredible progress on Checkmate, and I think I might be completing both Guess Who and Crazy in Love. I know. I think I am. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it. I could have checked before this video, but nah. As you can see, I don't think I have anything on this page. I am gonna have to bite the bullet and start buying IC cards soon. I've just been trying to trade for them and it's like impossible. There's like hardly any people trading IC cards, which makes sense because it's like their first album, or their first album with Photocards, so I get why they're not in like high supply. It's so sad to think about the fact that I literally like used to have all these already. And this is just me getting them a second time, but oh well, I made my bed, now I have to lie in it. I'm just happy I found any trades at all for IC, frankly. Okay, it's me. Just one of the regular cards. I'm completing Leah's set, so that's nice. Oh yeah, okay. I do have a story for you. This entire time, this long ass video, like the longest video I've ever filmed, if I kept it in one video, maybe not, I don't know, maybe you've just started a video, but I have saved my juicy story for the very end. Like, that's not smart. You just put your hook at the beginning of your essay, you know what I mean? Or else people are gonna stop reading. And you know what? Retention rates that I'm watching and the YouTube analytics, they tell me that that's true. But that's fine. But, oh my god. I'll just go ahead, I won't bury the lead here. I'll just go ahead and tell you the punchline of the story, which is that some of my coworkers know my YouTube channel now. No. So what happened was, I had this work trip recently. When I was talking about like how busy I was, basically what I was alluding to was the fact that I went to a work conference, like the first conference that I've been to since everything happened. Immediately got COVID for the first time, which is great. And you know what? None of the other people I was with got it, which is so annoying because I'm like triple vaxxed. I'm like, I did my due diligence and I didn't talk to anyone that the people I was with didn't talk to as well. Like, I was literally always with them. So tell me why I got COVID and none of them did. Literally like 3 people, they're all fine. That's some nonsense. That's not fair. Why am I so weak? My immune system. I think I only have one not shy unit left. But anyway, went to a conference, got COVID, came back, and then like as soon as I was better and like testing negative, I had to go and travel for a work trip, which is where like my whole team gathered together. And did like a bunch of meetings and planning for like Q4, whatever, boring office stuff. This is what I was talking about. I'm completing Guess Who. Look, this page done already. And then this is the second Guess Who page. And I have both the cards. Let's go. But anyway, I was at lunch with some members of my team and also some members of like this partner team that we work with. And I overheard this conversation. I was like, wait, what are you guys talking about? And this one guy was like, oh, the person sitting next to you has a YouTube channel. And so I asked him a few questions about it, and then I made a fatal mistake, which in an attempt to relate, I was like, oh my God, I have a YouTube channel too. No, I don't know what I was thinking. And, oh, there's so much to say here. Well, I don't know if I can say this other thing. Basically, I found out that a guy on that other team knows a very popular K-pop YouTube channel creator, which was really interesting. I didn't know that person lived near me, but yeah, that was fascinating. But anyway, that's beside the point. So, I'm finishing Crazy in Love as well. First Crazy in Love page. Second Crazy in Love page. I finally have this goddamn candy card. But anyway, they asked what it was about, and I just told them, and I chatted about it. And can I say, it was really nice to talk. I didn't say the name of my channel, for the record. I didn't say it yet. But it was so interesting to like talk shop with someone about YouTube. Like talk about analytics and like, do you respond to comments, and what do you do for your titles? What do you do for your thumbnails? What do you think about with those? It was really interesting to talk about that. I've never really been able to talk with someone about that before because I don't know anyone else that does this. So that was really, really cool. And for the record, his channel is like much cooler and better than mine. He literally has like 30 times the subscribers, so he's killing it compared to me. Totally different content, like obviously like not related to this at all, but very impressive, really, really cool. I won't say it in case we like, not that any of them are gonna watch this, but you know, he didn't ask for this promo, so. And he also didn't pay me, and you know what? You gotta pay me to get promo. I don't know why I don't have this yet. I'm nearly done. I think I only have 2 checkmate cards left. I'm done. I do have it. Never mind. Anyway, but I went to, so that was at lunch, and then, you know, we had like a bunch of meetings, and then I didn't tell them the name of my channel, because I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to be judged. Or I don't know, I felt kind of coy about it for some reason. I don't know why, because it doesn't matter. So I didn't mention it, and then at dinner, or like after dinner, I got a DM that was like, are you June's son? I was like, motherfucker, I revealed too much. I said what artists I like, and they sleuthed me. They found it. I mean, it's fine. It like literally doesn't matter, especially because they're not gonna watch this. None of them are gonna watch any of my videos, especially not a whole one, so no harm, no foul, you know. It doesn't actually matter. It's just kind of embarrassing to think about, like obviously, like when I film my videos, I like talk about all kinds of stuff. Like my last video was like a mental health chat. Like I talk about my feelings and like stuff that I don't tell to like people that I'm friends with in real life. And so, except that I don't tell anyone, except like the people that watch my channel. And so it's odd thinking about the fact that like they could see that or hear that if they wanted to. They're not going to. They're not gonna watch a video. Oh no! No! What have I done? I'm so distracted by my embarrassment story that I didn't realize I double traded. So sad. Oh my gosh. Do I even have this wand card on the way? Maybe I don't. That's such a shame. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter because they're not... Oh wait, I do have the wand card. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter because they're not going to watch this. But it's weird thinking about the fact that they could. You know? Like, previously the only person that knew about this channel was my best friend and the one that makes my thumbnails. And I know her personality very intimately. I know for a fact she will never watch one of these. So it doesn't matter that I say stuff that I don't tell anyone, because even her, because like, well, I probably do tell her the stuff that I say in these videos. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I know she's not gonna watch them, so it doesn't matter. But with like people you don't know, I don't know, you can imagine, right? Your coworkers find out you have a K-pop YouTube channel. Feels kind of weird. Feels kind of weird. I'm fine about it. I just think it's really funny. But man, oh my god, when I was talking to this person on this other team about like you know, talking shop about the different YouTube stuff, we were talking and he was sort of talking like we were like peers. Where's Yeji Leah? Did I double trade again? So confused. I don't think this one has arrived yet. Oh wait, yes it has. No, it hasn't. Oh my god, relax. Get it together. Okay. When we were talking, he was like talking about all this different stuff or whatever. And he was talking like we were peers, okay? I was thinking like, oh my god, we both make YouTube videos. We're like the same. And then I'd go to his channel and he has like a bajillion subscribers. Like a really cool channel, like proper professional. Like I think he uses real equipment. I use my iPhone SE, not even a recent iPhone. And he uses like real equipment. And I was like, you bastard. You made me think we were similar. And you're so much better. I don't know, it was kind of funny. But it was so cool. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm kind of exaggerating about the embarrassment factor. I was like embarrassed for like 2 seconds and then I like got over it immediately because it doesn't really matter. But more than anything, it was cool to see like other people also doing this. And someone else on my team makes like Instagram reels about like music that they make. And I never knew that. I never knew that before this. It's just fun because, you know, making these videos, it's kind of like, it doesn't truly feel lonely because I'm talking to people in the comments and stuff about like, and like talking in Instagram DMs and all that other stuff. Technically, I'm like making friends compared to like real life. So it doesn't feel, strictly speaking, lonely. But in relation to real life, it can feel a little lonely because when you're primarily interacting with people like through work or like in rather shallow ways, you don't learn this kind of stuff about their hobbies as an adult. At least if you're not on social media. Maybe people are posting on social media about it and I just don't know because I don't have that kind of stuff. Maybe. But anyway, you don't learn this kind of stuff about people, and so you can kind of feel alone in having like a really nerdy obsession or like a really specific obsession. And no, turns out everybody's like that. Everybody's like that, and it's nice to have that reminder. This looks good. This looks so good. I can't wait till I have that last unit card. I'm almost done. Could have been weird, but actually I think it was really fun to find out that like YouTube is kind of a thing that people, I feel like, think is for like younger people or like weird. I don't know. It's nice to know I'm not the only one my age, although actually now that I think about it, I don't even know how old these people are. Whatever. It was cool. End of story. I have so many Twice cards. It is truly unreal. It's hard to even pick them up right now. Literally this many, and this is like mostly trades. Some of them are purchases, but it's like mostly trades. And the reason I was able to acquire so many Twice cards is when I decided to stop collecting, I forgot to mention it in my Itzy segment, I decided to stop collecting Itzy and 17 Japanese cards. I just decided I just decided that I don't like those cards and I didn't want them anymore. And because Japanese cards are like more expensive than normal cards, I did a lot of like into-one trades. So basically like other people gave me multiple album cards to match the value of the Japanese card that I was giving them. Anyway, all that to say that I ended up with many, many Twice cards from comparatively less 17 and Itzy cards. Which is great because I was able to make progress on my newly expanded Twice collection. The first card I have, someone offered me this as part of a trade. We were trading like multiple cards. And they offered this card as part of it, and I don't collect non-album for Twice. Oh, I also put them in these like star sleeves. Oh, there we go, you can see that. I switched Twice to these like star hollow sleeves because I think they're fun. But I don't normally collect non-album cards, but I like this outfit for Sana. This is one of their Once Begins trading cards. So I'm just gonna put it on the back here because I don't know. For the trade, we were trading multiple cards and I felt fine like doing that. I also got Shui's Story Begins card. I know I said in my setting up video that I was gonna collect their baby cards, and then between that video and now I already decided that I didn't want to anymore, so we're not collecting those anymore. But I already have Dahen's Page 2 Lenti. I had to buy this, but that does mean that my first page is complete already. I wish these colors were more harmonious, but that's okay. Then I have the other two Taeyeon page 2 cards. Because these cards are like larger than normal photo cards, they don't fit the star sleeves that I put all the other Twice cards in. I did have these snowflake pattern ones. I don't know. I liked them and I hadn't really had an excuse to use them for anything yet, so it felt like a good enough excuse. Second page done already. That's so satisfying. I'm gonna like nicely complete these first few pages and then it's gonna be downhill from there, just so you know. I have purchased this already, but I don't have it yet. It's at the Baekhyun warehouse. But I do have her holo card. I'm so glad I decided to expand my Twice collection like this. Look, I already bought the Christmas cards. You knew I was gonna do it. But I'm really excited that I did this. It feels, I don't know, it feels really exciting. To be honest, if I had the fortitude, I would just do Twice OT9. Honestly, I love Twice OT9 collectors, like Trade Petals, of course. I feel like they're like the ultimate Twice OT9 collector. But there are other Twice OT9 collectors that I watch as well. And I just have to remind myself that I need to just like live through their channels and not engage in that myself. Like, I can't do it. Do I want to do it? Extremely badly. I would love to do it. But when I think of like how many binders that would be, I don't have room. I just don't have room. So I'm not gonna do it. I am gonna exhibit some self-control for once in my life and just expand my Twice collection in this small way. So I know I finished Sana for Signal. Very exciting. I think I might be finishing her Twice. Oh no, I don't have both of them. Darn it. Where is this coming from? I wonder. But I do have her selfie card anyway, for Twicegram. Then I don't have anything until Summer Nights. I'm collecting Taeyeon for What Is Love. I traded for none of them. Don't know why. I have a decent amount of Summer Nights cards actually. Chewy's water card. Honestly, I'm sorry that I don't have like more to say. More to say this video. I feel like in past videos I was like really chit-chatting a lot. And I feel like I have less to say in this one, but it's just because I've been so busy. I've been literally like doing stuff nonstop for like the past 3 or 4 weeks since I posted. Oh, I have something to tell you. Okay. So for a while now, I've been saying that my next 2 videos were gonna be the video about like ageism and K-pop fandom, and then the 17 tier ranking choreographies video. That one's still happening. That will be my next video after this one. I just had too many cards and I had to store them immediately. But the ageism and K-pop fandom video. Okay, I like basically had it like outlined. I had the video part filmed. I just had to do the voiceover, and then as I was thinking about it more and more, I just, more and more, twice. Anyway, I just kind of felt like with like the class privilege and K-pop video, I had something to bring to it because I had like personal experience that could be added to the story and that made me feel more qualified to speak on those subjects. But for this one, I started feeling a little uncomfortable like as I was doing it. Like I did a lot of research for it. Like it sucks that I wasted that, but I did a ton of research, like looking up like what other people said on like Reddit and Twitter and stuff about these certain topics. And at the end of the day, I feel uncomfortable posting it because the moral sort of my video was basically talking about how like, yes, teenagers often say quite rude things to older people in K-pop fandom. However, I finished this binder. Let me go to the next binder and I'll keep going. However, at the end of the day, they are the teenagers and we are the adults, which is not to say that the things that teenagers say can't be upsetting or that your upset feelings are invalid just because the person that was saying them is young, that's still valid. But at the same time, I feel like we have a level of responsibility and maturity that we should be bringing to interactions that we can't necessarily expect from younger people. Which isn't to say that like all young people are like immature, blah, blah, blah. Just that I can forgive it in people of a certain age because I also was that way. And it's to some degree something that cannot be helped. So yeah, part of why I felt uncomfortable with posting it is that the moral of my video was basically going to be like, yes, encountering ageism can be upsetting, but for teenagers, to some degree, part of it comes from a valid place and a valid fear of being exploited, right? And I'm not going to discount that. I think that's totally valid online. And it's sort of like an inappropriate emotional lashing out as a result of that. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like as adults, we should be not like if you're their parent, like give them no consequences, but like we should be forgiving of emotional slights in children. I feel like sometimes adults forget that they were like that too. Even if they didn't do those specific things, they also said things that hurt people when they were young. I know that I did, even though I didn't really mean it, you know? I think that's just like the curse of being young and then getting older. And I'm like belaboring this point, but all that to say that what made me uncomfortable about making that statement, although I do still very much think that that's, where is this card? I still very much think that that's true, but I began to feel uncomfortable saying it because at the end of the day, I have never felt hurt by ageism that I have encountered in K-pop. Oh, it's the rose one. Like, I've never had someone say something to me like, I don't know, get out of here old, or you hag, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what people say. I've never, like, had that happen to me and then had my feelings hurt because of it. And so, to some degree, I feel like maybe it's not fair or appropriate for me to tell adults, hey, you need to be the bigger person and like get over it and treat young people with grace that they are not treating you with, when I haven't personally been the one hurt. I don't think I'm wrong. I still think that adults should do that adults should give young people grace, even though young people don't know how to give it themselves sometimes. I think it's important to be sensitive to young people, but at the end of the day, I feel wrong making like a 30-minute video espousing that idea when I haven't experienced it myself. That's it. That's the whole story. So I don't think I'm going to post that video because part of what like feels okay about the class privilege one is that I knew that I had my own experience to draw on. And with the tier ranking choreographies video as well, as similarly, I feel like I have my own experience to draw on. So I feel qualified to make that video. Whereas with this one, I'm just worried because I don't have my own experience to draw on, I'm worried that I'll unintentionally upset people or that I will not be as sensitive to certain viewpoints as they deserve. Does that make sense? Like maybe if I had experienced it myself, I would be kinder to it. I don't know. I hope that's making sense. I'm sure at this point in the video, people like aren't even watching and aren't even gonna hear this, but if you have thoughts on this, please like let me know. Like I'm open to maybe like still editing it and releasing it anyway. I don't know, I don't feel as comfortable with it as I did with the other discussion video that I posted. The discussion video on age exploitation and like K-pop artists, I'm gonna do that one regardless. The one about fandom, I'm still I don't know, give me, if you're still watching, give me your thoughts. Like, let me know if you think I should do it or not. If these fillers look messy, it's because originally I decided I was gonna collect Momo, I think, for my second Eyes Wide Open member, and then I changed my mind and decided to do Mina, like right after posting that video. Or like right, when I was editing the video, I decided. I'm glad I finally have this. I really like this card. And a couple Taste of Love cards as well. I'm really glad I chose Chewy for this because I feel like other members' cards don't really match with Sana's very well, and it would look really weird. I have a couple Taeyeon cards. I think this is the right one. These cards are so cute. These are some of my favorite cards they've ever done, honestly. I need to get her result file card. I forgot. I thought that I went ahead and bought all the difficult cards, and I forgot that, I mean, I still need the Year of Yes cards, so I didn't really do that completely, but I forgot about this card. Oh, I've got a decent amount of between 1 and 2 cards, though. So I have Sana's message cards, Momo's, I think this is right, Momo's green card. This card is insane. This card like made me want to collect Momo for this era. Momo's cards for this era are unbelievable, honestly. And I appreciate that her signature hairstyle is like exactly my hairstyle. Thank you, Momo. We don't need to change. We don't need to update. We can be the same all the time. You remember how I was like, oh, obviously JYP is like sharing a prop department. The pink phone in Itzy's cards is obviously the pink phone in Twice's cards. Now that I'm looking at it, I think they might be different phones. This one has silver. Do you see that? Like silver around it? I don't think the Itzy one did. That's a shame. I'm so wrong. Oh my god, speaking of this kind of phone, I saw a TikTok the other day that made me feel so ancient. It was like little kids, and they were like in some sort of museum kind of thing, and there was a phone like this on the wall with like a number pad, like a keypad on the wall, and then the cord, and then like the receiver that you hold and talk through. And they could not, these were kids that were like maybe like 11 at the oldest, and then the younger one was even younger than that. But they like couldn't believe that it was a real phone. They like, their mom was like, yeah, that's a phone. And they like wouldn't believe it until they called it on their cell phone and talked on it. And as someone who grew up in a house with a rotary phone, that makes me feel goddamn ancient. I couldn't believe that. It was cute that they were like so blown away by like very normal technology, but damn, I was like, wow, this is what aging feels like. Okay. But hey, I traded with the same person for both of these cards. That was such a good trade, being able to like knock out both of those cards, especially because I feel like these ones are very coveted for some reason. People really want these cards. This version, I mean. But yeah, that's all for now. Let me know what you think about not releasing the age video and anything else that you want to see from me in the future. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.